Hello everyone, this is Serious Trivia. Welcome back to the matchup here in Group E as we have SA Wang taking on Yanstein K.Kaku. So looking at the green side here, we have the mass spam of Defender of Empires again, with one Trebuchet ranked up to level 4, 2 Chen Peacekeeper for some cavalry and crossbow support, and the generals of Huang Fusong, Liu Chong, and Lu Zhi. Familiar comp, small tweak with the Trebuchet added in there instead of a crossbow unit, and definitely gives more range threat. And then for Yanstein K.Kaku, we have Lü Bu, He Man, and Yan Baihu. So also a pretty interesting comp. We have Hail of Arrows, we have Poison Volley, we have a very powerful general in Lü Bu. We have some hidden units. We also have Unbreakable Yellow Sky Herald, which can match up against equal numbers of Defender of Empire. Couple cavalry that's going to be kind of useless in this matchup, maybe to help the generals fight. But the main thing here is to get the generals close to each other, because it's going to be poke on one side versus just the generals running around on the other. Can't really get into that comp. I think staying away and using Yan Baihu as a hidden threat with Poison Volley might be the best approach here, but we'll see how things go on the battlefield. And looking at the setup, we have a forward deployment, a Vanguard deployment right behind. It will catch the siege weapon by surprise in the initial phase, but the problem be after it turns around, what happens? And looking back at what was done in previous matchup when Yanstein K.Kaku was up against a siege weapon, he just charged his generals inside and killed the siege weapon, which can work here. It'd be a little bit harder because Lu Zhi is sitting on top of them, which is how you're supposed to do with the Stifling Deluge to shut down any slam abilities. Cavalry is there to help. They can collapse the formation, so might not be the best thing to do, but given it's a tight formation, maybe Yan Baihu can just go in there and start spamming. The problem is the siege weapon will start firing, so they're going to be in an awkward situation of being too close and can't really pull farther away, so that's going to be interesting to see how that evolves. Alright, General Cavalry goes out together, which is the proper move. Let's see if we have any attempts at shooting Lü Bu and He Man. He Man's a better target, lower armor. Pulling back. Yeah, the siege weapon's going to be a real difference maker here. You can't really just charge them. And they're all super crowded, so as long as this thing turns around... Oh, it's turned around already. There is nowhere to hide. Yan Baihu was coming in for some Poison Volley. Poison Arrow on the Archer Militia because Yan Baihu does not have Snipe. So the moment you fire, you actually lose your stock. It comes with stock. The surprise attack is just to hide the rest of the army to move away. Oh. It will impart the poison. Looks like we got it on 3 unit. Hopefully more will be better. Ooh. Getting sniped right back. He has disappeared out of vision. Got a little bit of poke. It's not a big deal. The poison arrows will do great, just imparting that poison effect and try to slow burn these units. But the siege weapon would kill it, eventually. And I was just gonna wait it out. Yeah, that's the problem, the siege weapon. If it had Snipe, it'd be a different thing. So White Tiger Raider would have worked a little bit better here. Archer Militia is cheaper. Definitely the reason why it's being brought. Couldn't do enough poison damage. You can see the full health ones are 72k. The ones that got poisoned dropped down to about 65, 66, 67, 68. The Poison Volley from Yan Baihu was much stronger. They're dropping more. He needs to find new targets. You want to hit full health targets with the poison, so maybe angle it here and shoot across this way. Across the middle. It got the units back here, so that's fine. 2 here, 1 here. The cavalry's not going to take too much because only 30 units. The rest of the generals need to come help. He's using tactical withdrawal to pull away. And maybe this is a good way to get Liu Chong out of position. He's running back now. Yeah, the units are just so close in the beginning that the siege weapon's going to have good targets. If they were placed over there, regular deployment, then Yan Baihu can get free harass, basically. Now the Trebuchet is going to get pretty good value, and given this turtle setup, Yanstein is not even daring enough to charge in here to kill this. They bounce back. They currently have stock, which is why they are able to creep up for free. And they're just going to look for some targets to pepper. The problem is the trade is going to be happening on both sides, as these Unbreakable Yellow Sky Hero also takes a beating from the siege weapons. This does not actually help. The poison will still impart even if you block the arrows. And it will still do poison damage. You can try to hunt him down, actually. There's just nothing that can hold him in place. Oh, the unit has completely routed. There goes that poison. Got 2 more poison volley left, and that's about it. Finding this angle is probably what he's going to look to do. Good targeting. Lemon is the best target here. Alright, trying to get a few more here. This unit did not get hit. This unit did not get hit. Oh, it was aimed a little too high, I think. Only got 1 unit? It basically got this unit plus the trebuchet. That's unlucky. The trebuchet blocked a lot of the arrows. They were flying a little bit too high. Ooh, hail of arrow. This can't do too much with the turtle, as well as the cavalry being melee calves. We got a cavalry coming to flank to like kind of shield in case they want to keep chasing. And it's probably better to have the trebuchet hit the cavalry than to hit the infantry, because the cavalry can't win against anything here. They pull the infantry away from range, which is exactly what you want. We got 1 more poison volley, I think, and that's it. That's going to be all the poke that can happen to this comp. And then just outlasting the siege weapon, which has 11 more shots. That's a lot. Got 52 kills. Still hitting the infantry, which is good. These couple of these are invisible, so they're not hitting it. It looks like a big clump, but you can't actually see it since the 2 protectors are invisible. Still getting hit by splash. Should have just spread everyone out instead of moving everyone together. Because even at rank 4, just not a lot of accuracy on those. And these are just lucky misses, actually. Hitting an invisible unit. 2 shots on invisible unit with lucky misses. Super unfortunate. Yama was looking for another angle. Maybe this side is the most healthiest units here. And maybe get 4. Seems to be the best ratio you can hope for. Yeah, we're probably going to see that last poison volley and then hope and prayer. Turn these off to not waste shot on the cavalry. Ooh, that is not a great spread. Alright, we got a splash on this one. 1, 2. Only 2 of the spear. That's the problem. I think hitting these 4 would be better through an angle like this. Aim for this one and have it spread. Hit these 3 and hit this one. Maybe even this one. That'd probably be better value, but this is it. This is as much range as possible. And they can just keep the turtle and look for pokes. Yamba who's out. And Hail of Arrows not going to be super effective here. The surprise attack can shield the unit quite a bit on their advance towards the trebuchet. You can still manually hit ground to try to guess where they are, but that's about it. Looks like we're going to get a full engage now. I don't like their chances. The poison didn't do enough. I think they're gonna clump, use surprise attack, and then move. Yep. Let's move forward. Clock's ticking, clock's ticking. Yeah, you have a shot come out before the active. It's a huge distance to cover. I think it would have been better to just spread out the infantry. Here there's only one sort of range source. Now it's actually opening them up for a potential hail of arrow from Huang Fusong as well. Did it expire already? Or he walked too close? He walked too close. Yeah, it's pretty easy to dodge. They could take a gamble and just come in here and muck things up as the infantry's approaching. That might be a good play, actually. It's a pretty decent bow. Maybe a couple poke. Luzhi is down a little. Lu Bu's in. Lu Bu's in. They're trying to get Luzhi out of this, which they can. And then once he's out, they can come in, slam, come in, do hail of arrows from the inside. Ooh. Good thing the trebuchet's here. Because that blocked a ton of the arrows. Or else Lu Bu would have been in a lot of trouble. Lu Bu should just think about getting out. Luzhi has been killed. No surprise there. Infantry are collapsing here. Dragon's Gaze. Oh, that cavalry's being thrown away. Why? Could have waited till the formation cracked before throwing the cavalry in here. Helman looks like he's been dismounted. Maybe look for a hail of arrow here? Yep. A lot of the unit blocking it though. And got disrupted on the second and third shot there. People lost a lot of health pulling that move off, but they did get rid of the trebuchets, which I guess a little too late. Oh, shot his own units. Killed his own peacekeepers. Yeah, the cavalry should have just been saved. That was just a suicide. They could have also been stacked here, where you don't throw all of them into one clump. Just one or two units here would be better. Definitely better quality unit on Yanstein K.Kaku's side. Alright, every general's using their bow to do a little bit of poke, which is excellent. That's exactly what you want. You got bows on two of the generals. And that should get Liu Chong down a little bit more. Li Bu's getting harassed by the Chen Keepers, setting some unit to help. Definitely very helpful. The cavalry should be doing stuff like this just to help the generals win the fight. They can't do much against the spear. Ooh. Not too much damage. I think Helman could just charge in here and do that up close. There we go. Cavalry coming to intercept. Should destroy that, no problem. Lu Bu should start coming in here looking for slams. Yeah, these buff are going to help. Definitely help. That's overkill. It's ready over a very high percentage. They're both boosting evasion. That's why it's kind of overkill. Oh, does he have a good shot here? Into the units. Wow, good choice. That was really good. Yeah, this is why clumping units like this doesn't speed you up at all against this. Anybody who's slipping in? Helman should be the one slipping in and try to do some damage here. I mean, the siege weapon has another function of like blocking potential hail of arrows inside, because like right now the angle is not great. Wang Fusong and Helman getting at it. I mean, the initial health favors Huang Fusong, but I think the evasion stats actually in Huang Fusong's favor now with the changes to the mod. Oh, Helman's also getting distracted with other units, getting to match animation with them. Yamaihu looks like he's gonna beat up Liu Chong. Probably better if he dismount. Oh, Helman is now routing. Running it through his infantry. You know the infantry can come help. These don't have... Ooh. Nice. The morale debuff. It's gonna bounce back. But if they do a couple more hits, definitely has value there. What are the cavalry trying to do? Is try to slip through? Look at the charge kills. A few of them squeeze through and try to help against the generals, I guess. Lu Bu's in here. Evasion boost. Liu Bu to get out. Yep, slips right out. Heman comes back. It just does not look like there's enough. Ooh. That is not going to work. And poor units who died. They're still in turtle, so no damage to them. The cavalry that slipped in, trying to do some damage to the general. I mean, the One's being killed, which is good. Zone can break, so a little bit more damage to him would work. Boost of damage. Maybe just throw the cavalry at the last general. Ah, some of them are finally being used. Oman's trying to settle a score again. I don't think he wins this. He no longer has the evasion stat to kind of come out on top. Both of them are going to rout. Both are going to be like, we're 2 damage. Let's leave. Stuck with other units. Zone's barely hanging here. Maybe sack the cav. Take out Zone. There's one unit inside, but it's getting swarmed by enemy. You can see the infantry are winning. That Hail of Arrow Cross was a big deciding factor. Dying to that really just reduced the chance now. People come in. Just get a hit and get out. Get out. Dragon's Gaze, debuff. This is a huge clump here. Maybe think about doing a slam there. People basically has to do that, and then get out, and then wait, and do that again. Nothing else they can really do. Yamahu can't also provide nothing beyond what he already could provide there, so that's already done. Yeah, they can chase him down. Nuke will just wait for cooldowns and try to grind out all these units. How healthy is he? 7.2k. It's possible. It's actually possible to win this. At this point, it should be Spear Wall instead of Turtle. You're hurting yourself with Turtle at this point. You don't need the range block chance anymore. And the Shield Wall, extra evasion would be the best option here. Even Circle with even more evasion, you're reducing your combat capabilities, but the best would be Shield, the Spear Wall. Yeah, the Turtle's not doing you any favors at this point. Nubu's waiting for cooldowns. Get in there. Do a slam. No? Slam? Lost a lot of health before executing the slam. He should only be here for the slam. There we go. And then get out. Ooh, he traded about 2k health there for that one slam. That's not a good trade. Why not flank with these? What's the purpose of doubling up the lines and for giving Lu Bu a thicker target to charge and slam at? Alright, Lu Bu has a cooldown back, I'm guessing. Just looking at his health, debuff. He's bleeding too much health on each of these charges without doing the slam. Why not do the slam? I mean, if this is back, this is also back. They're the same cooldown. Alright, dismounted. Even more trouble now. Okay. Get out. I mean, Yamahu maybe just dismount and go in and fight. He's useless here. He's got army loss eventually. Might as well get some value from him at this point. Just do some damage. He can probably still kill a good, 30 enemies. Alright, Lu Bu's 3.9k. That's just rough. Alright, Yamahu's coming in. dismount would be better, in my opinion.
杀！动作快点！
This is a nice clump. Lu Bu maybe consider hitting this. Alright, the debuff. The slam will be to his left forward. Should have just used it a little bit over there. It's okay. Wait for the next set. I think Yamahu should just be in there and just kill himself. Get as many kills as he can. Pulling unit across is pretty dangerous. Disengaging is very hard in the game. You just end up taking a lot of damage. I mean, if the strategy is to disengage, maybe keep the Sky Heralds back, only throw one in here, get them to be clumped up more, so Lu Bu have better target. Like, he's gonna army loss as this match continues. He might as well be fighting at this point and get some more kills. Because you need to kill every single one of these. Yep, that's a problem. Oh, we got a flank maneuver. That's exactly what we've been waiting for. Very good. Pulse around, kill them much faster. Yeah, it's gonna be hard for them to have an opening. I mean, with 7.2k health, I don't think it was gonna get any better than this. Maybe he gets like 2 more slams in there. Yamahu could have killed a few more, I think. There's no reason why. Oh, dismounted. Good. See, that's a terrible slam. There's way juicier targets here. Yeah, Yamahu would just be unleashed. He can get at least 30 more kills. Probably even more if he started earlier. Yeah, there's no need to run. You're gonna die anyways. And you might as well die fighting than die from routing. Yeah, now this is looking really grim. 1 Yellow Sky Herald. The last few getting killed. A lot faster when you have them flanked. Alright, Lu Bu's coming in. And then running away. I mean, he was not gonna hit many. At this point, running away doesn't serve any purpose, right? It's against everyone. You can wait for one more cooldown. They're gonna catch you. You're officially dismounted, so you can't get back on your horse ever. There's no kiting this out. 2.5k. Waiting for cooldowns. I'm sure he'll turn around once he has his slam. Yep. Freeze and then slam. Got poked to death. Alright, very good match. So let's take a look at the time. 22 minutes 37 seconds. A slow win for SA Wang, but definitely well deserved. Well played by keeping the general together, withstanding those poke. I think Yanstein K.Kaku tried the best he could with his comp. There was just not enough he could do with it. I think a couple mistakes with how the general used their abilities in the mid game. Yamahu's poison was fine. I think maybe a few more targets hit. It's a small issue. I don't think that's a misplay. It's way the things clump. The arrow is going to be very random with the scatter. You can't really predict that. So whatever damage he could get, he tried. He used all 4. Not using him as a combatant late is a bit of a small misplay, but I don't think that amount of kill would have been enough to swung the match. The collapse on the formation was okay, but in the case of Unbreakable versus Unbreakable, maybe it'd be better to commit less instead of clumping. The one huge hail of arrows from Wang against those infantry, I think, is what really swung the match, because he took out a whole bunch with that move, and that kind of really dictated terms at that point. He Man shooting most of his abilities from far away after Ludger's death, I think wasn't going to help. He charged in a couple times to do melee combat. He's no longer as strong in melee, so that's going to hurt him, and not much you can do. Maybe sack the cavalry to go inside to kill the general, as what Yanstein K.Kaku did in the later portion. Would have been a better choice, because they weren't going to get any kills against those Defender of Empires, and then the rest is about Lu Bu, how often he can go in for a slam, how cleanly he can come out of these slams, and that's basically what the match would be determined by. In the end, having this many infantry that's unbreakable is going to come out ahead versus a comp that doesn't really have a great solution to infantry. So good victory by SA Wangping. A lot of slow games in Group E, either super meme games or super long-lasting ones, and we have 3 more left to go. So I hope you guys enjoy this one, and see you all next time. Bye!